Welcome to Ventichic, where aspiring billionaires find their dose of inspiration. Imagine an iconic watch that defines an entire era, a design so distinctive it revolutionized the industry. It was costly then, it's pricey now, and it'll remain a luxury item for the foreseeable future. But what if there was a way to capture the finesse, heritage, and aesthetics of the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak in a timepiece that costs just half the price? The Royal Oak. In the 1970s, Audemars Piguet found itself navigating a rapidly changing landscape, akin to an elder figure struggling to keep pace with the tide of progress. During this era, society was embracing the marvels of electricity, streets illuminated by electric light, cars propelled by electric motors, and data coursing through the pathways of semiconductors. It was a time when the Hamilton Electric 500, the first electric watch, had already been introduced over 10 years prior. Against this backdrop, Audemars Piguet clung steadfastly to the intricate mechanics of traditional timekeeping, a dedication that defied the shift towards electrification. This dedication, while admirable, struggled to resonate with a world that was rapidly embracing the allure of modern technology. In the midst of this electrifying revolution, the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak emerged as a beacon of innovation, a creation that not only revitalized the brand, but also redefined the perception of watches themselves. Designed by the visionary Gerald Genta, the Royal Oak shattered conventions deliberately, presenting a bold, audacious, and decidedly expensive timepiece. This was no longer just a device to tell time, it became a symbol of aspiration and status. Genta's revolutionary design ethos extended to the Patek Philippe Nautilus, another iconic masterpiece that pushed the boundaries of watchmaking. However, while the trajectories of Audemars Piguet and Patek Philippe were being reshaped by Genta's designs, what about the third pillar of watchmaking excellence, Vacheron Constantin? As the oldest member of this prestigious trio, and with a history of close collaboration with Audemars Piguet and Patek Philippe, one might wonder how Vacheron Constantin navigated this transformative period, especially given their shared endeavors like the utilization of the Jaeger-LeCoultre caliber 920. Vacheron Constantin. The Vacheron Constantin 222, later metamorphosing into the Overseas, stands as a captivating embodiment of an era undergoing a profound transformation. Its genesis can be traced back to the year 1977, a time when it was conceived as a tribute to Vacheron Constantin's remarkable 222 years of continuous and uninterrupted horological craftsmanship. This creation, appearing after the footsteps of the Nautilus and Royal Oak, encapsulates the spirit of enduring legacy through its design. What sets the 222 apart is its refined yet unpretentious elegance. The watch presents an integrated lug case that seamlessly melds into a cohesive strap, a distinct bezel adorned with an artfully repeating geometric motif at its center, and a dial that exudes clarity and boldness, graced by elongated and slender hands. Adding to its significance is the presence of the Jaeger-LeCoultre caliber 920 movement, a shared feature with the Royal Oak and Nautilus, forging a recognizable family resemblance that is impossible to overlook. However, the story behind the Vacheron Constantin 222 is a tapestry woven with intriguing threads. It occupies a unique space in horological history, embodying a design enigma that provokes curiosity. While the involvement of Gerald Genta in designing the Royal Oak and Nautilus was unveiled through journalistic investigation, the narrative surrounding Genta's possible contribution to the Vacheron Constantin remains veiled in ambiguity. Given Genta's contractual obligations with Patek Philippe, it raises questions about whether a similar confidentiality agreement existed with Vacheron Constantin. Despite its undeniable allure, the limited edition 222 didn't garner the same degree of attention, possibly due to its relatively lesser recognition on a broader scale. Yet, when a former CEO of Vacheron Constantin confirmed Genta's involvement in 2004, Genta's response 2 years later was, "I'm flattered when people mention me in conjunction with products like that." It wasn't a complete contradiction, but it did cast a shadow of doubt on a 3-decade-old contract. The resolution arrived in 2008, when archival research led Vacheron Constantin to acknowledge that the design of the 222 had in fact been crafted by a young German designer named Dirk Asek. Interestingly, the disassociation of the two-tone and subsequently the Overseas from Genta had an unexpected effect. Despite positioning itself in terms of price between the Patek Philippe and the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak, the Vacheron Constantin experiences a certain discordance in its resale value. The Nautilus and Royal Oak are both celebrated as iconic watches that hold their investment value remarkably well. In contrast, the Vacheron Constantin Overseas, hailing from one of the world's oldest watchmakers, somehow struggles to maintain its resale value to the same extent. While this might not be encouraging news for those buying new, it presents an intriguing opportunity for those who gaze longingly at the Royal Oak and Nautilus, as their values soar into astronomical heights. It's fascinating to observe how each of these distinguished watchmakers has transitioned from the shared caliber 920 movement to their own in-house calibers. Patek Philippe embraced the caliber 324 SC, Audemars Piguet adopted the caliber 3120, and Vacheron Constantin introduced the caliber 5100 in 2016. An intriguing point to note is that Audemars Piguet stands out by continuing to offer a variation featuring the original Jaeger-LeCoultre 920, albeit at a higher cost. However, when examining the Vacheron Constantin Overseas, the final iteration of the prior generation, a surprising twist emerges. Instead of showcasing Vacheron Constantin's newly developed in-house caliber 5100, the Overseas is equipped with the older caliber 1126, which draws its roots from Jaeger-LeCoultre's 920 sibling, the 889. While in-house movements generally carry a presumption of superiority, the situation with the Overseas adds an element of complexity to this notion, underscoring a recurring theme associated with this timepiece. Yet, this watch isn't merely a mimicry of the Royal Oak. Despite its shared lineage, the Overseas stands distinct with its own dial design and a distinctive bezel that elegantly merges into the minimal crown guard, showcasing a tooth pattern inspired by the iconic Vacheron Constantin Maltese cross logo. This meticulous pattern extends even to the bracelet, creating a harmonious visual continuity throughout. In essence, the Vacheron Constantin Overseas offers all the elegance, heritage, and visual appeal reminiscent of its counterparts, all while commanding a price that's just half of its iconic inspirations. Conclusion: every aspect of the Overseas stands firm, undeterred by the dominance of the other two watches. Its angles, finishes, and intricate details remain resolutely true to Vacheron Constantin's standard of excellence. Yet, remarkably, it holds its own in the secondary market, offering an exceptional value proposition. While it might not promise the same investment potential as the Nautilus or even the Royal Oak to some extent, the Overseas presents an alluring opportunity. If you're seeking a steel sports watch from one of the top-tier watchmakers hailing from the era that revolutionized watchmaking, and your budget aligns with that of a new Rolex Submariner, then there's simply no other option that compares. Thank you for joining us at Ventichic. Remember to engage by liking and leaving your thoughts in the comment section. If you haven't already, subscribe to our channel to stay updated with our upcoming content. Until next time.